casting now. So hello to everyone out there on Facebook and YouTube. It's great to have you here. My name is Jocelyn. I'm the Crazy Lamp Lady. Today we are talking about Knickknacks.net. Knickknacks is one of the newest and fastest growing e-commerce marketplaces out there right now. We have live selling. We have multi-day auctions, and we have buy it now listings. We have over 52,000 members, over 5,300 sellers, and over 115,000 listings. So we'd love to have you come on over and join our community. We've been here for about 2 years now, and we've got really exciting things planned for 2026. So come and check it out. Come join us. Here is the site right here. It is Niknax.net. So to all of you out on Facebook and YouTube, that's what we're talking about today. So don't waste any time. Get on over here. It's free to come. It's free to be a member. It's free to come over, free to join. So just come on over and sign up. And come join us. Once you start buying stuff, that's when there's a cost associated with that. You have to actually pay for stuff when you decide to buy things. That's how that works. So, all right, let me get us over to YouTube. We'll switch this over to subscribers only before we get into too much trouble over there. And then we'll get started. That's what we're going to talk about today. So today is kind of like our weekly staff meeting. We're meeting with everybody on Knickknacks. So even though you can see this on Facebook or YouTube, we are multicasting. So I'm here on Knickknacks, sending the signal out to Facebook and YouTube so you can see me over there. But this is a live broadcast. So that's why it's not edited. Some people get bored. They're like, you talk too much. It's not edited. This is what I do. This is how I talk when I'm not editing out the rambling. So you're just going to have to bear with me. Okay. My hair is doing the thing again. I'm going to have to find a hat. All right, here we go. Custom. 2 years. There we go. All right, so you will have had to have been subscribed for 2 years in order to comment if you are over on YouTube, but you can still come on over and join us. Christina and I did not have an opportunity to go over the notes together, so I am winging it this morning. I do have notes, but we did not go over them. So I'm going to be I'm going to see the notes. I'm going to interpret them to the best of my ability, and everybody will be entertained. Okay, let's see. That's how we're rolling today. So here we go. I hope everybody's ready for this. I feel like these days are probably the most fun for everybody, except for Christina. She might stress a little bit about it. She might be like, oh my gosh, she's not going to know what I mean when I say blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. So we are currently at 53,291 members. That is 453 new members since last week. So welcome to all of our new members. It's great to have you here. I would love to know how you found us. I did notice that CNBC reposted the article, which is really exciting. So if you have not seen the CNBC article, it does talk a little bit about Niknax, which is fantastic. I saw it. I don't even follow CNBC, and I was just like scrolling through my news feed, and then there's the article, and I was like, oh my gosh, hey, look, it's me. That's cool. So we got boosted back again, which is really neat. So so if you found us through the CNBC article, welcome. If you found us some other way, welcome. If you are new here, we do have chat channels over on the left column. If you are on your PC, if you are on your mobile device, there's like a little thing, like a little banner with all these hashtags, and you might see one that says community. In the community chat channel, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, what you collect, what you love about the community so far. I would love to get to know you a little bit. That's what Knickknacks is all about. It's about the community, getting to know one another. It's a lot more than just that transactional, like, hey, I'm going to buy this item from this person. And that's it. Like we like to get to know one another. And, I feel like that's the way that e-commerce is kind of going with the introduction of live sales, is now you get to know one another. You get to meet each other kind of in a way, chat with one another in the comments and all that. So it's a great way to get to know others in the community. So go ahead and find that community chat if you're feeling ambitious. Otherwise, you can just lurk. That's cool too. We have 10 new sellers. I swear, I feel like, I don't know how I used to do it where I would add like 100 new sellers all at once, because I feel like I sit down and I like go through these applications and I'm like, yeah, I added like 50 new sellers. This is going to be great for coffee chat. And then I look at the numbers and Christina's like 10 new sellers. And I'm like, I swear I was going through the applications. I was sending out I'm like 10. Well, welcome, 10 new sellers. It's great to have you here. If you would like to sell live, you can do so by also going to the chat channels. There is a channel that says like live onboarding, and you can set up some live onboarding with Sienna. Sienna will be able to help you with the live onboarding. It's not getting permission to go live. I feel like I have to stress this. You're not getting permission to go live. You're basically learning the buttons to press and how to go about doing the live thing, because sometimes it can be a little confusing, especially if you're coming from another site that it's a little bit different. So you can kind of learn the ropes of going live here on Knickknacks. We currently have 114,600 listings. That's a combination of buy it now listings, multi-day auctions, and live listings. So I would encourage you, if you're looking for something special, use the search bar, type it in there, see if we have it here on Niknax. I think we also, I don't know if we still have that chat channel. We used to have a chat channel that was like in search of. I might have gotten rid of it in an effort to condense the chat channels. We still have it under members. We have in search of. So if you're looking for something specific, maybe you can't find it when you're searching Niknax, go ahead and pop it in the in search of chat channel, and maybe somebody has it and they just don't have it listed. So we do have that in search of channel under members. Okay. So go ahead and do that if you're looking for something specific. So happy National Resolution Planning Day. That makes sense. What is today? It's almost New Year's Eve. So that makes sense. Yeah, so today you want to be planning for, it's New Year's Eve. Yeah, today is Tuesday. Thank you. Yeah, so be planning for next year. I'm telling you what, I've got some really crazy plans for next year. I mean, not really. I'm just, my goals for next year, I'm like, I want to do even better next year, which is crazy because I feel like I've accomplished a lot for, where I'm at. But I mean, next year, I want to be able to look back at the end of next year and be like, wow, I did good, because 2025, whoo-wee, that was a weird one. So here's to 2026. We've got some really great plans for Niknax, just, business in general. So I would encourage all of you to make some plans for 2026, whether that's in your reselling career, just in your personal life, or, make some goals. It's plan. Today's the day to plan. Get out your notebooks or, your little, the little notes on your phone and get ready to go. Okay. The phrase New Year resolution appeared for the first time in Boston, in a Boston newspaper. We need Sandy on here with her accent. In 1813. And from there onwards, modern resolutions became a thing. The best part about Sandy's accent is she's holding back. You should hear her accent because she's holding back. You guys have no idea. Today is National Bacon Day. It is, in fact, that. Do you like your bacon crispy or not crispy? I feel like the only way to eat it is almost burnt. That's the only way. I will not eat it if it is like slimy. Grosses me out. Like, you might as well be eating it raw. It's disgusting. Soggy bacon is gross. I'll like put that in the microwave until like, it's like stiff. Please talk to Wyatt. All right, Wyatt and I will have a conversation about this. I feel like I can convince him. We'll have a debate. All right, it's time to search. Let's search Niknax for bacon. Why not? I feel like, I don't know. I might do the search myself before I get. I mean, there's some things that I'm like, what do we have listed out there, guys? Because, I mean, I've seen some stuff about thrifting that I'm like, salt and pepper shakers come to mind. All right, let me turn you guys around. Can I get you guys out of there? Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest, because I'm like, So I looked up bacon. This is adorable. Bacon wrapped asparagus, Connie. Oh, a little hedgehog. So adorable. I'm obsessed with that. That is so cute. To and fro, basic readers. I'm not sure what this has to do with bacon, but I'm here for it. It's adorable. District was like, hey, here you go. Thank you. This is a bacon press, if anyone was wondering. That's for pressing your bacon and making it extra crispy. Obviously. Bacon ornament. Here's the fat can. Everyone needs one of those. Yes, made it from cotton. She does. She makes these from cotton, and they're so stinking cute. I just love them. I have a couple. Actually, look, I'll show you guys. I have a few of her pieces. I've got this little guy. What else do I have here at the shop? Oh, I got the mushrooms over here. See, now it's show and tell. Got the little mushrooms. They're hanging off of the fox's nose, because why not? I've got a few pieces sprinkled around. I'm like, where? Like, I have too much stuff. I have too many things. I think I have some in the office at the other show. Anyway, that's enough show and tell. I got to get bed. Squirrel. Okay, here we go. No, I'm not selling a fox. He's my mascot. He's my spirit animal. Do you see the crazy in those eyes? Look at that. Tell me that isn't me. This is me. It even looks like me. He doesn't brush his hair. He's had too much coffee. There you go. I can't sell him. Okay. Here we go. So no bed for bacon. Interesting. All right. So anyway, I think that's enough. It's time to move on. Spent way too much time looking at things with bacon. All of our vegan and vegetarian followers like, why? What are we doing? Sorry in advance. Okay, let's move on to. Please hold your questions till the end. What did I miss? Oh, you missed a lot, Sandy. You missed a lot. All right, so hold your questions till the end, because obviously I will get way off track and I need to stay focused. So write them down if you need to, and I will circle back at the end, and we will have time for questions. We will have time for questions if I don't get sidetracked on questions. Okay. Here we go. First up, no updates this week. Next week, we will have a really, 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 really fantastic update that we've been working on for a very long time that I'm super excited to share with you guys. And I've been teasing at it for a while, and I've been like, and I did put a hint in one of my reels over the past few weeks, and nobody caught it. Nobody caught it. I was like, oh, all right. But next week, you guys will see what that's all about. If you have any feature suggestions, please contact district about your feature suggestions. Well, you caught it because you know what it is. But if you have any features, you can contact district. It has nothing to do with mobile. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't have anything to do with mobile. So yeah, if you have any, I would tell you guys this on a weekly basis. If you have any suggestions for features, reach out to district. You guys do have a lot of great suggestions, and I do bring them to district when I write them down, and I remember to tell district. But I've told you this before, like, it's been really amazing when, like, I've suggested something to them a year and a half ago, and then we'll be in a meeting and they'll be like, oh yeah, remember that when you said blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, you mean like a year and a half ago? And they're like, yeah, well, we have blah 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 now, and we're gonna do this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, okay. So they do keep a list. They are taking notes, but like I've always said to you guys, they have a list, and there's certain things that take priority. And so it's absolutely valuable for you guys to be suggesting features and giving your feedback, and they may not get to it right away. It might not be the top priority, but your feature ideas do matter, and they do take your feedback seriously and your suggestions, and that's what's so amazing about working with district. So if you have any suggestions, you can always email district support, and that is support@district.net. All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Danny, for the purchase. That's awesome. Always keep your device updated. You guys know this. You can go to your app store. If you see update, obviously you need an update. If it just says open, that means that you're good. It should auto update, but it does not for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of a little bit annoying, but it just, for some reason, mine doesn't auto update. I always have to go in and check. So that's a thing. Let's talk about applying to sell on Niknax. We have over 1,500 applications. And one thing I'm noticing recently, especially, is that when people are applying, they're not following the application. They're like, oh, you're asking me a question, but I'm going to skip this one. If you are skipping questions in the application and you're not taking the time to actually fill out the application, I'm not taking the time to review your application. I said it. 2026 is my year of saying what I'm thinking and not what I think you think I should be thinking. And what I'm thinking is, if you're not taking the time, I'm not taking the time. So if I'm asking you to include, like, are you selling anywhere else? Yes, you are. Okay, great. So can you please include those links? And you leave that blank. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to the next application where I say, are you selling anywhere else? And they're like, yes, I'm selling on eBay. Here's a link to my eBay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me check your eBay. Oh, great. You have amazing feedback. You know what? You're approved. That is the type of application I'm looking for. I'm not looking for somebody who's like, yeah, I sell on eBay. And that's it. Okay. If you're not putting the effort in, I'm not putting the effort in. Basically, I have 1,500 applications, and I want sellers who are putting the effort in. We have a great group of sellers here who put the effort in, and that's what we're looking for. And that's what makes Knickknacks so amazing. And we want to continue that. So that's how it is. So if I happen to overlook your application, granted, I have over 1,500. I am still looking through applications. I may have not even seen your application yet, so don't think that I was like, oh, I don't have time for your application. I may not have seen your application. There's a ton of applications, and I can promise you that I have not seen every single application. So please don't feel like I'm talking to you. There's a lot of people that are like, oh my gosh, she's talking to me, and then people get mad because they feel like I'm not talking to anyone specifically. It's just a general statement. It's possible I have not even seen your application. But yeah, so I do have applications to go through, over 1,500. But I'm a little bit picky about who sells on Niknax, because we want Niknax to be a place where people want to buy from, because our sellers care, basically. So yeah, so please, if you are applying, make sure that you are including links. Now that's not to say that you don't have to sell on other platforms. I've approved a number of sellers who don't have any previous selling experience. It's not required, but a lot of those sellers who have been approved, who don't have previous selling experience, they have told me a little bit about themselves. Like, hey, I don't have any previous selling experience, but I love old things. I love going to thrift stores. I've really enjoyed watching your videos, or I just enjoy, you don't even have to like bring me into it, but like, telling me a little bit about you, a little bit about why you want to be a seller, why you've gone from collector and now you want to sell. Maybe you're looking to downsize, things like that. Maybe you've been a buyer on Niknax for a while and now you've made some friends and you want to give selling a try. Like, if you have not previously sold, tell me what changed your mind about wanting to be a seller. Like, just put some effort in. All right. A lot of people are like, well, I don't have any previous selling experience, so I don't have a chance selling on Niknax. That's not true either. That's not true either. Okay. What is that? Yeah, Kelly. Oh yeah, Kelly did. I'm pretty sure I approved you. I think you're one of the applications. You were one of the chosen 10. That's the other thing, is go and look at your spam and your junk mail, because a lot of the times the approval emails and the rejection emails will go into your spam or your junk email. Now, when I say rejection, it sounds really scary, but it's not that scary, because I have only outright rejected and said, we don't want you on Knickknacks, to less than 10 people. Do you accept dirty money? I like that. That's a good question. Send me a DM. We can talk. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. That was me being sarcastic. She's joking. Where's Christina? She's joking. Sandy, don't say anything. What was I saying? And now I lost my train of thought. She's joking. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Rejection sounds really scary. But I've only outright rejected less than 10. Those less than 10, hear me out. Those less than 10 are people who have so here's an example. Somebody who previously sold on Whatnot and was banned for Whatnot for getting busted for a shoplifting ring. Rejected. Like, there's news articles about them, like, shoplifting ring, and like they went into detail about this whole shoplifting ring, how like he would text people and be like, I need one of these, and he'd send a picture, and then all these people like go into like retail stores and shoplift these items, and then they'd bring them to him, and he was like, it was like a whole in-depth shop. I'm like, nope, rejected. Okay, so that's an example of the people who are outright rejected. Okay, but if you get a rejection, I would reject that. That's the research I do, guys. Okay. So I see somebody and they're like, yeah, I sold on, and I will look you up. I will Google you. I mean, I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's Google this person. I'm on Reddit. I'm looking, this is why I only have 10 people approved, because I'm looking for you on Reddit. I'm looking for you over here. I'm Googling you. I'm like, let's look up the news articles. Like, where's my Sherlock Holmes pipe and my hat? Christina just jokes. She always jokes about like, go get your pipe. It's not that kind of pipe. It's like a Sherlock Holmes pipe is the one we're talking about. But anyway, if you get a rejection, it's probably asking for more information. And we've had people who have received rejections. It's just asking like, hey, you said that you sold on eBay. Can you please send links? That's the rejection. So, but most of the time, these rejections and these approvals are going into junk mailboxes. Like, they're going into your junk, they're going into your spam. So go check there. It's not you, it's me. All right. So there you have it. I don't even know what this one means. This is why Christina calls me before sending me the notes, because I'm like, I don't even know what this one means. Applications are for applying to sell on Niknax only. No using applications as a way to send us messages. Don't send us messages through applications, guys. Okay? Don't do that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Then it's awkward because, like, either we have to approve or we have to deny. Sorry, Ashton was calling. Doesn't Ashton know I have coffee chat? He's usually in school. He's on break. But yeah, because then it's awkward. Like, you send a message, like just like, hey, how's it going? And then we either have to reject or approve you. You know, it's like, ooh, sorry, I'm gonna reject your message. It's just like, you're making it awkward. Okay, deny. Yeah, so that's not a great way to contact us. Okay, both me and Christina have received messages concerning applications that have been waiting over a year. You can email at us, community@knickknacks.net. Like I've said before, we don't always respond to those emails, but we do see them. So you can email us there. And that's probably the best. But that way, because we both have access to that email inbox. I think Sage does as well. So like all of us together see that inbox. I do not know. Ooh, that was a question. Can't answer questions right now. Communicating via DM and chats. Read the guidelines. Say, read the guidelines. You are. Listen, I'm always on the first tier. I am the first tier. Yeah. Communicating via DM and chats. Read the guidelines. Sarcasm doesn't go a long way. Since when? What are we talking about here? This is why you tried to call me. Wait, let me read it first and then I'll try to interpret it. Let's see. Okay, so I know, like, why sarcasm doesn't go a long way? In my experience, it gets me farther than regular talking. Okay. Oh. Hello. Oh, yes, Carlisle Antique Fest. We will talk about that. I'm the first, the middle, and the final tier. I'm all the tiers. So basically, when communicating with other members. Gotcha. Okay. Be respectful when you're communicating with other people. I shouldn't have to say it. I think that's why I'm confused, because I'm like, do I actually have to say this? Just be respectful when you're communicating with others, especially admins and moderators. Just be respectful. It's just the bottom line. There you go. I think I read more than I said out loud. It doesn't work well through text. This is true. Sarcasm doesn't always work well through text because some people don't read it like it is. I've decided to start actually hashtagging my sarcasm with #sarcasm because people are like, I'm like, no, it was sarcasm. Sarcastic. But like, I feel like most people by now, if you know me, you know it's usually sarcasm. All right, let's see here. Okay. We have our very first event scheduled. Drum roll, please. We have a January event. Christina texted me last night. She's like, do you have time for a call? I'm like, I just sat down to edit my video. It's 9:30. I can't do it. So she's like, okay, this is the event idea for January. And I'm like, done. So to all of our aspiring entomologists, our event for January is going to be love bugs. Pope Youth is like, yes, I knew. I was waiting for that. I knew that we'd get a yes. It is going to be our Niknax sponsored event. I'm actually so excited about this event because I know that bugs, spiders, insects have been super popular on Niknax for all of 2025. Like, I feel like every time somebody pulls out a bug, everybody's like, yes, bugs. And we've talked about it forever, but we've never really had a way to work it in. But January, in anticipation for Valentine's Day, love bugs. Not bed bugs. I think that goes right along with live cats. We don't sell those on Knickknacks, so don't be sending in those applications, okay? No, love bugs. Love bugs, like, you know, like the cute kind. I mean, they don't even have to be cute. They could be a little creepy. I'm okay with that. Live cats with fleas, definitely a no. Definitely a no on that one. But you know, like, okay, when I say love, but like Egyptian revival has been really hot on Knickknacks, and you guys are like, what is it? I don't even think I have any. See, I get it, and I sell it so fast because you guys are like, yeah. I don't even think I have any. This is my box of goodies that I never sold for babies with a sign of puppy. Yeah, I don't even think I have. I think I sell all my bugs I get. You guys are like, what? Oh wait, I do have a bug. Look. See, I'm already one bug in. I just had to find the rest of them. Got a little Bakelite guy here. So we are going to do bugs. I was really hoping that I would have an Egyptian revival. Egyptian revival is like my favorite. I love Egyptian revival. So we're going to do that. The dates, January 24th and 25th. Okay. It doesn't all have to be jewelry. All right. I know I'm like all in. I'm like, oh, let me dig through my jewelry to show you what we're talking about. It doesn't have to be all jewelry. We're talking vintage, contemporary decor, jewelry, ephemera, bugs, toys. Yeah, toys. Toys are cool. There's some really cool bug toys. Art. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anything bug themed. It has to be bug themed. Clothing, butterfly taxidermy. Let's pull out the bugs and the insects. All of the things. So there will be, okay, so important info, including when the Knickknacks event interest sheet will be posted, will be announced today in the announcements channel under community events. Okay. Handmade. Yes, absolutely. Fried crickets. Ooh, I mean, we do snacks. So I guess if you wanted to, like, no. But I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a cool one. So stay tuned to the community events chat channel under announcements. And then, like I said, next coffee chat is going to be like probably one of the biggest updates. I mean, for me, it's like one of the biggest announcements, updates of 2026. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very excited for this one. This is one I'm excited for. So yeah, there you go. That's going to be January 24th and 25th. The theme is love bugs. All right. A snail's a snail. It's not a bug. I don't know. I don't know if we're doing 15 or 30. Probably 30. That's a slug, not a bug. That's a slug with a shell. Okay, so shout outs and reminders. shout out to all of our supporters, because we wouldn't be here without you guys. That's the truth. That's what we've got this week. Shout out to all of you. And I hope that all of you had a wonderful holiday. I guess I'm adding that. I hope that you all had a wonderful holiday, and that you enjoyed spending time with your family, enjoyed spending time hopping into Knickknacks with your Niknax family. It's been a really wonderful year here on Knickknacks, and I'm really excited for what 2026 has in store. Hey, welcome.
Do you like my bed?
Come here, let me see them. I can't see that far. You're in the dark.
You're driving me nuts.
Oh my gosh! Look,
I
we
look-
joined the bang club.
I look like I'm 2.
I love it.
We should make Laurel get bangs.
It's so cute.
Bangs.
I love it. Do you love it?
Yeah, I like it. I'm just not used to it, so
It takes
like
it takes practice.
driving me nuts. I don't like my hair in my face. I'm like,
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to.
it's touching my forehead.
I love it.
And like, this is the first time I styled them too today, because I took a shower. I was like, with the brush.
They're cute. I like them. Now we're all part of the Bangs Club. Yay, Bangs! All right, so we have a Carlisle Antique Fest actually happening in May. It's starting to heat. It's starting to heat up. I mean, it is. It's kind of warm in here. I don't know the answer to that, Connie. That would be a Christina question. Obviously, Christina answers all the event questions. I have no idea what's going on. Let's see. So we currently have how many? 64 approved vendors for Carlisle Antique Fest, which is pretty cool because I think we're about 2 weeks in. Maybe was it 2 weeks?
How many vendors?
64. No, it's not bad at all. Yay! Yeah, so 64, and we launched about 2 weeks ago. So that's exciting. That's exciting. And word is spreading. And I can tell you the way that I know that word is spreading is because I have people asking what the attendance usually is. And like, I'm like, well, this is our first event, so I have no idea. We're going to find out. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting, right? So you know that like people are hearing about it because most people are like, oh yeah, this is the first time. But no, new people are hearing about it and they're asking, is the ground paved? Yes, it's paved, right? I remember it being paved. There's roads because it's a car. So Carlisle Fairgrounds is for mostly car shows.
What are they asking?
If it's paved, it's the fairgrounds.
The aisles are paved along, but not the.
Yeah. The aisles are paved, but like the booth areas are not. See, now I'm getting
Yeah, it would be
distracted.
on
I wanted
track.
to pull these out. I've been dying to pull these out of the bag the whole time I've been talking to you guys, and so I finally was just like, they smell like garlic. It's kind of gross. Anyway, now this whole area smells like garlic. I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad decision. I'm gonna put them over here. Ooh. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the roads are paved because it's a car show, and people are usually driving their cars. The actual spots are grass. So what I decided to do, and I talked to Sage about this last night, is next week I think I'm going to go over there and film it and post a video showing you the grounds so that people have a better idea for what it looks like and where like we are going to be. Because I did film a little bit when we were set up there, but it wasn't like I'm gonna get a better shot for you guys so that you have a better idea. Because I know some of you are confused about how the setup is, okay? Yes, I am this weekend. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. So here's the other thing is applying to be a member. We have a Facebook page. It's Carlisle Antique Fest is the Facebook page. I did notice over the weekend, I think it was, that we are getting scammer. I didn't know this was a thing. This is new to me. This is my first time. And this is one thing that I need to stress is this is my first time doing this. Yes, it's actually right here. Here we go. This is my first time doing this. I know there's going to be a learning curve. I know I've got stuff to figure out. And I'm open to feedback. I'm willing to accept feedback. And I know there's going to be things that I'm going to have to figure out. I know I'm going to make mistakes. I'm really excited for it though. I'm enthusiastic. I think it's going to be an awesome event. But I'm new to this. And so one of the things I had to learn was that when you have an event, the scammers come out of the woodwork and they're like, hey, if you want to be a vendor, email me and I'll take your money. What? There's one way to apply to become a vendor, and it's free to apply to become a vendor. I'm saying that right here, right now. It's free to apply to become a vendor. You can go to carlisleantiquefest.com. That is our website. If you go to Carlisle Antique Fest, you can go to the vendor. There's a tab that says vendor. When you go to the vendor tab, it takes you directly to this website called Eventany. And on there, you will be able to just fill out the vendor application. And then we approve your application. Once your application is approved, you will receive access to the map of the fairgrounds. You can select your spot or spots, depending on where you want to set up. And then it gets added to your cart and you can check out and your spots are locked in. So that's how it works. So we have 64 vendors approved. I don't know how many of those vendors have spots, but this is one thing I did want to mention, that if you have applied, that does not guarantee you a spot. If you have applied and you have been approved, you have to go back in then and select your spot and pay for your spots, because I think we do have quite a few people who have been approved and have not selected a spot. And I didn't know if I got to figure out how to send out an email to remind people hey, it's open to everybody. We've had so many people apply that are not Knickknacks. We've had more people apply that are not Knickknacks sellers than who are Knickknacks sellers. And it's been really exciting to see. We've had a lot of local vendors, who are the local antique malls. It's been really cool. Like I said, we've had people that I have no idea who they even are, but word of mouth, they've heard about the show and they're like, I'm going to show up. But like I said, I hope that most people check for cats. We're gonna have somebody with a whole pen of cats, and they're gonna be like, kittens, $5. And we'll be like, you can't sell live cats. I already foresee this being a problem. We'll be like, you can't sell live cats here. I'm gonna have nightmares about this now. Thank you for that. Anyway. Going to be they're well, you said I couldn't sell them on Niknax, so I came to the Carlisle Antique Fest to sell my live cats. How did you get approved? New fear unlocked, for real. Then we're gonna have people selling cattle over here, why are there cows here? It's gonna be a whole event now. I can keep going, but I'm gonna stop there because this is how we go on tangents. So like I said, bear with me. I'm going to figure it out as I go. I can always make adjustments as I go. If adjustments need to be made, I can make adjustments. One question we've been asked a lot about is parking. You can park on your spot in the field. So the spots in the field are 10 by 30. That's a really big spot. If you wanted to park on your spot, you can park on your spot as a vendor. We do have a giant parking area for cars. And I don't know what else you would park there, your cattle. But you could park there, and we will have a little taxi. One thing I noticed that they had at Carlisle, Fall Carlisle, is they had these guys that would just drive around in golf carts picking people. You call a phone number and they come and pick you up on their little golf cart taxi and they drive you to your car. So there are options like that for people who have accessibility issues or mobility issues. So there are options, and we will make accommodations where they are needed. But it's nothing to stress about. So if we have an issue, we will make accommodations and we will fix it. But I'm not stressed. I don't know. So I'm not worried about it. I don't know. There's been a lot of shows that have been around for a really long time, but this is a new show, and we're gonna figure it out as we go. And I'm really excited for it. Cat barking. I like it. Let's see. Where were we in our notes? Because I got to get back on track. I lost our notes because I switched to our Facebook page. Oh, like I was saying, vendor is through Eventini. Eventini.com. Which has been a doozy, I'll tell you right now. But that's where you can find your vendor app. Next year, we'll probably switch to some other software because that one's been interesting. I'm just hoping that we can hold it together until our event. That is my hope. Because I'm realizing that we're having too many issues with this. Yeah, the fairgrounds they've been doing this a really long time. A really, really long time. Like, I'm pretty sure since the 1800s. that long. Like, I know people who have metal detected there for old coins. I'm pretty sure actually the Civil War soldiers camped there. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing. If I remember my history, I could be wrong. I'm not very good with history. But I know people who have metal detected there looking for Civil War stuff. So that would make sense, right? But they've been doing it a very, very, very long time, obviously. So they know what they're doing. And they're very excited about this event. And I know that if I need help, I can be like, guys, can you help me? And they will. But I'm not doing that because I'm going to do it myself. I'm just kidding. I am kidding. I'm getting help from the girls, obviously. Yeah, no, it's going to be amazing. So I forget what I was talking. I was going to try to get back to my notes, wasn't I? If you have any questions, you can email us. I did finally pin the frequently asked questions to the main page of our website because we were getting a lot of the same questions over and over again. So I finally put, if you go to Carlisle Antique Fest, I put the frequently asked questions on the landing page because I had FAQ as a separate page, but so many people were asking questions in our contact us form on the main page and not looking at the frequently asked questions. So now we have it right there pinned to the homepage. I got rid of contact us because I didn't want people to think we're not responding to you when we already have the information out there. A lot of the information is on the vendor application. New York regiments camped at the Carlisle Fairgrounds in June 1863 during the Gettysburg Campaign. Thank you. See, I do know things. I know a few things. I just second guess myself. Okay. I appreciate you posting that. Now I feel better. I can go about my day and feel better about myself. Okay, let's see here. Back to our notes. Bring your metal detectors. I mean, I think you have to get special permission. I haven't asked. I do have friends that have metal detected there and found cool stuff. I did see a question about animals, and I actually have that now on our, let's see, it's actually posted here. Pets. I did include it on the page now. So it actually is on there because I was like, you know what, we should probably put that information on there because we're going to get asked that a lot. I just had to actually find out how to get there. Carlisle. Yes, the short answer is yes, you can bring them, but there are stipulations. And I'm going to read exactly what they say because I don't want to say them wrong. The answer is, oh, of course, they just ran it all together and I had to. We strongly advise against bringing your pet to an event. Pavement gets very hot. Some animals are aggressive and accidents happen. With that said, we do permit pets, however, only under the following guidelines. Pets should be leashed at all times and provide them with food, water, shade. Pick up and dispose of their waste and keep them away from other pets and patrons. No pets in the food court. Do not leave your pets in your vehicles at any time. Pets must have current vaccines and licenses. Your pet must be under your control at all times. You are fully responsible for his actions. Any offense or unsafe actions by your pet or as the owner will result in expulsion from the event without refund. All right. So there you go. And that is on the Events Need Carlisle Antique Fest event page under health and safety. If anyone is looking to go and read that, you can go and find it there. I wonder if toddlers I did not include toddlers on that, but I think the same applies to toddlers. Just, it's interchangeable with pets and toddlers. Okay. Let's see. Just reading back on your comments. And husbands too. Absolutely. Was that the question? What did I answer that? Oh, yes, we do have a building available. We are using building hashtag sarcasm. Thank you. Almost forgot that one. Yes, we're using building T. We are utilizing building T. And we do have several buildings and several vendors already locked in building T. I have a few spots blocked off in building T. I'm debating whether or not to do some sort of meet and greet in building T. So if you're like, why are there so many spots blocked off? I'm considering doing some sort of meet and greet at some point in time in that building. It just depends on how things go. It just depends on how many vendors we have, how many attendees we have. If I can be like, hey guys, I'm taking a break for 5 hours. I'm going to go stand in the building. Well, everybody's like, oh no, we've got this. This is like, if I'm playing I got to solve this problem. I got to solve this problem. I can't go stand around. So we'll see what happens. But I do have spots blocked off there as well. So we do have vendors in there. We've got spots blocked off, but we do have several available still in building T. I will tell you, my understanding is that building T does not have air conditioning or heating, but they've got these really big doors. And the airflow through there is amazing because they also have these vents. I was in there for the last event that they had, but they've got these big vents in the ceiling where it just sucks the air out and it keeps this really nice airflow. And they also have the electricity on the floor. So it's and the bathrooms are right there too. So it's a really nice place to set up if you're looking for a building space. It's the price for the weekend. So the price is for the entire weekend. One more thing about electricity, and we've talked about this before, the electricity, I guess at their events, they don't even offer the electricity because it's so, and I was like, well, I feel like I should still offer it. You can power a laptop. Okay. You can power a card reader. You can charge your phone. If you're out on the field and you see one of those little gray circles or a triangle, that is the hookup for electricity. You cannot obviously power your camper on one of those things. But you can power those sorts of things. Yeah, it's old fairgrounds electricity. And so the suggestion to me was not to offer it, but I was like, I feel like it's probably, it could be to somebody's advantage. Somebody could use it. So we are offering it. Here, I'm going to turn you guys around and show you what I'm looking at here. Turn you around. There we go. Okay. So basically, if you see this little circle here is a pole. And they have to run the electricity off the pole. So they run the electricity and you can get electricity off the pole, but it weakens. This is why they're like, I don't know if you should, whatever. I'm like, I'll do it. It's fine. It weakens as it goes down, right? So I'm like, okay, well, let's offer electricity on the first 6 because anybody downstream might not get the electricity. So I'm pretty pretty confident the first 3 people on this row will have electricity. The rest of you might be SOL. Okay. So that's why we're like, these first 3 spots might get some electricity. That's kind of what we're going with, like off this little dot. Bring your portable solar panels. We're like, you might get some temperamental electricity off of these little circles, but it's not like anything guaranteed. Okay. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. When I say electricity, I'm not talking like you're gonna be able to run your camper or your air conditioning or whatever. All right, bring your own your generator. Yeah. All right, let's get back to notes. So yeah, just real quick to recap, please do not respond to emails asking you to contact them about vendor applications. If you want to apply, just go to Eventany. That is the only place to fill out an application. If you have filled out an application, that part is free. You fill out an application. We are just fielding. We are just vetting. We are vetting our applicants. That is so you apply, we're vetting the applicants, we're approving you, then you go back in and you pick your spot. And we're doing that to avoid getting like the gutter people and the Anderson window people. We don't want those vendors at our event. So we're doing that just to eliminate those kind of vendors. Not that we don't like them. This isn't the event for them. It's not the vibe. The worst thing is like when you're at an antique show and you're like walking down the row and they're like, "Hi, can I talk to you about your windows?" And I'm like, "Sorry, no, I rent." And they're like, "Okay." That's always the line is I rent, and they're like, "Okay." Just for the record, if anyone was wondering how to like shut them down real fast, it's I rent, and they're like, "Okay." But yeah, so I don't want them killing the vibe. So we're vetting, and so once you're approved, you can go in and you can add them to your cart and pick where you want to speak. So last thing is vendor spots range from 120 to 400, and that's for the building. So 120. Some of the spots out on the field are smaller spots. I don't know how big they are, and I say that because look, it's an old fairgrounds. People are like, "Well, how do you not know the size of the spots?" I mean, honestly, what they told me were that these spots are 10 by 30 right here, right? So we got 10 by 30 all through here. And then like you got these, which I think, just judging by the size, these ones are going to be 20 by 20, which is kind of cool. So we charged, I think, the same price for these, which are actually a little bit larger. And then you got like, what else do you have? Like these ones up here, they're a weird size. I don't know what size those are. So we've got some weird sizes. So like in this corner spot, I think I did like 120 on maybe the corner spot. These two are 120 because they're corner spots. So yeah, they're prime real estate. But I'm like, I don't know what the size of those are because obviously these are 10 by 30. Like what even is that size? I don't know. I put those both at 120 because they're right on a corner. They're a good spot. But I don't know. And I'm not going to call up the fairgrounds and be like, "Hey, this spot G142 and 143, can you go out and measure that for me? Because I need to know exactly what spot that is. I need to know like the measurements. Thanks." But I'll tell you what, if this is 10 by 15, like maybe 10 by 20. So I don't know. So I did my best. But a lot of the spots, if they couldn't quite get the 10 by 30, is there an entrance fee? Sorry, now I'm changing the subject. Is there an entrance fee? Yes. Okay, so here's the way that entrance fee is going to work. People are going to enter through gate 3. That is the main entrance. They're coming through gate 3. They are going to be paying per person, and they will get a wristband. Early bird shopper. So it begins on Friday. We're going to open the doors at 7 o'clock. From 7 until 12, vendors set up. Vendors, this was George's suggestion, because I'm like, should we do vendor setup and early bird shopping at the same time? And he was like, give vendors some time to like start setting up before shoppers come in. And I was like, okay. So vendor setup will be 7 to 12. So vendors will come in, gate 3, they can start setting up. And then we will have shoppers come in, early bird shopping from 12 until, I forget the time. I'm not going to give you a time because it starts at 12 on Friday. $20 per person, I think. It might be more than that, actually. But then that is going to be on Friday. On Friday is early bird. And then Saturday and Sunday is like general admission. And then Sunday is when we are going to possibly have a flea market. I really want to do the flea market on Sunday. I just need to make sure that there's interest in doing a flea market on Sunday. So on Sunday, we would have people enter through gate 1, which is another gate. And basically they would just pay at the gate, come in, pull up to a spot, put their stuff out, and just start selling. So it would be like a one-day thing. Gate 1. Like, I don't know what you have. Just set up, pull up, put your stuff out, and sell some stuff. And that's like one-day vendor on Sunday. So that's the plan right there. And hopefully that makes sense. And, if we have to adjust in the future, we can adjust in the future. One question I'm also being asked, and I keep saying, let's move on from this. But one thing I keep being asked is if you have to be there the whole weekend, because I do understand that Sunday is Mother's Day. And the answer is yes. If you are a vendor, you have to be there the whole weekend. This is why, because yes, it is Mother's Day. And I understand that, like, maybe you have plans, you want to go spend time with your mom, but what you need to understand is that other people are making plans to come and spend time at this show with their mother. They're traveling. They're like, oh my gosh, this is a great way to spend a weekend with my mom. We're going to be there. We're showing up on Sunday. And if you as a vendor pack up your stuff and you're not there, they're going to have a bad experience. If like all the vendors are like, oh, I'm leaving, I got to go spend time. Like, so if you're committing, you got to commit. You got to commit. You got to say, I'm going to be there. You got to be there. And there's an opportunity for you there too, because if you think about it, yes, it is Mother's Day weekend, but think about how you can incorporate that into your business, how you can curate things like gifts for mom, how you can, you can, set up a table and be like, hey, here's some great Mother's Day gifts for you to give to your mom. Like, oh, I don't know, things that mom would like. Here's a vase. You could bring fresh flowers to dress up some vases. Like, here, with every vase purchase, you get some fresh flowers. There's so no flesh, no live cats, no cattle, no flesh. Fresh flowers. Don't bring your. You know what I was thinking? Build a bouquet. I like that. I was thinking that we could get little buttons that say mom for mothers as they're entering. And so like they can wear their little buttons and you can be like, oh my gosh, happy Mother's Day. And then you could be like, you know what? Why don't I'll give you $5 off. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. That is a great cue because it's like you as a vendor can see like, oh, you know what? They're a mom. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. And you can make their day. You know what I mean? So, there's opportunity there. There's a great opportunity for you as the vendor, for them as shoppers. And I think that even though it's not ideal to have it on Mother's Day, we can make it work. We can make it work because it's the only weekend they had available. And I was like, ooh, do you have another weekend? And they're like, yeah, we got car shows. And I'm like, we'll make it happen. So just think about that. And then one more thing I wanted to mention is that the glass show that you've seen me go to is happening the same weekend, right across the street. So in addition to Carlisle Antique Fest, we also have the glass show across the street. So that's a twofer. You get both events happening at the same time. Now that event is a Friday-Saturday event, so that one is not happening on Sunday. But it is happening the same weekend at the Expo Center. So I think that's going to be an awesome way to work together. I think what's funny is when I was talking to Ed, he's like, I don't know about having a Mother's Day weekend. And I'm like, well, we're having ours. I feel like it would be a great opportunity to work together. And he's like, all right, let's do it. So I think it's going to be an awesome opportunity for both of us. So, all right. So moving on, we're really moving on this time. We can talk about this more later. Let's see. Remember, you can contact support at district.net with any questions about tech, payouts, updates, support. That you can always reach out to support at district.net. Important stuff like that. Community at district.net with any issues having to do with buying, selling, community stuff, relationships happening that we may need to know about if something's just not right. If you have any event questions, you can reach out to Christina at Knickknacks.net. We are working on the new calendar. It's been a crazy couple weeks, obviously, here at the end of the year. Wild. I've been trying to make sure that we have the promotion moving along for Carlisle Antique Fest, since we got a late start on that. So please go over, follow our Facebook page, Carlisle Antique Fest. Be interacting with the posts. The more people interact with the posts that are going on that page, the more they get pushed out. So if you see a post, interact with it, whether that's giving it a thumbs up or like just commenting. I'm just asking silly questions. so go over, interact with the post, because it pushes it out farther in the Facebook algorithm. So it's been kind of crazy trying to get everything out there, and I've been taking charge of my Facebook page as well. So we will be working on a new calendar. That's also on my to-do list. There's a lot of plates spinning, and I feel like some of them are wobbling a little. So everybody have a safe and awesome New Year's. Please be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Just, maybe I'm the bad example. Just be safe. Don't do anything Wyatt wouldn't do. I feel like he's the example here, because anyone who's heard Christina talk about Wyatt, he's the safe guy. He's the one. No, Christina's Wyatt. Don't do anything Wyatt wouldn't do for New Year's. We're going to use him as the example. I'm going to talk to him later about his bacon thing. We'll get that fixed right away. Here's your New Year's motivational quote. The new year is not just about a change in the calendar. It's about setting fresh goals, embracing new opportunities, and believing in your own potential. And that was said by Unknown. They have a lot of quotes, whoever they are. They say a lot of things. All right, there you have it. What's happening with Meet Your Maker? We are waiting for the announcement next week to kind of nail down what we're doing moving forward with a lot of things. The next week announcement is kind of going to shape a lot of things going forward. If that makes sense. Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you. I know. Yeah, right? Maybe it's an alias. Oh, always just hop the border, Can we do mostly handmade? Most of my bug items are handmade. That is a Christina question. Is there a newbie video to watch? There is not a newbie video to watch that I know of. I don't think so. But you can always post questions in the seller chat if that's what you're looking for, like seller questions. Everybody is very helpful, so they would, I'm sure, be willing to offer assistance. Does anyone have any additional questions before I pop off of here? And I'm looking for my chapstick. Cool. Ha! Sage bought me chapstick. She knows what's up. She got me chapstick for Christmas. No, we do not. We do not have dates for that. They're putting the sellers. I know. I used to keep it by my desk. I don't know where I put it. I move it around. I move everything around in here. I move everything around in here. Can't get it out. I know this technically is not chopstick. Chopstick would be very mad if they heard me calling this chopstick. They'd be like, that's not chopstick. That is Mario Badescu. Whoever that is. He makes lip balm. I think that's what this is called technically. Yes. So we actually briefly talked about that. Again, we have something happening next week that is going to shape a lot of things going forward. And so I even told Christina, I was like, let's wait until after that and then revisit. Because it's, well, you'll find out. You'll see. Yeah. It's kind of put a hold on a few things. And yeah. And I can't, that's the thing is, Christina was like, well, why don't you just, I'm like, we can't talk about it. You can't talk about it. It's a hard thing because, like, if you could just explain, then people would know, but you can't talk about it. So it puts us in a weird spot. Can I get into the seller chat before being approved? No. No, you cannot. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't think I've approved. I mean, I'm barely approving anyone, obviously. So I guess sellers that we currently have been starting to sell jewelry. Because last week I was like, oh, I approved 3 more. And then this week I'm like, I approved 10 more. And then the weeks before that, it was like 0, 0, 0, 0. So, oh, thank you so much. Yes, this is very true. Yes, I'm going to be starting a podcast. It is my goal to start a podcast in 2026. I just have to figure out the logistics of doing a podcast. By that, I mean, like, where am I going to do it? Because obviously I have nowhere to hide it. Where am I going to do it? Here, right here in this spot. Thank you. Yes, I am having sale at 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. Yes, I am. Yes, yeah, reseller content creator podcast. I don't know. I'm just going to talk about whatever I feel like. In the attic. My attic's really creepy. I don't know if anyone wants to. Have you guys seen my attic? I've filmed there a few times. And now the bulbs are blown, like, except for one. And so now it's extra creepy. I don't have anywhere at my home that have a podcast. Unless I was to do it, like, I don't know. My dining room. I don't have an office. I don't have an office. From the bed podcast. I do have a camper. I have a camper. Yeah, my dad's like, you should get rid of that. You never go camping. Maybe I'll have my podcast there. Like, hey guys, we're sitting out in the camper today. My barn. I can't do it in the barn. Like, I'm convinced there's something living in the barn now because Hank keeps going out there and he's like looking around. I'm like, what's in there? Camper office. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll just get a shed. Roll up a shed, plop it down. This is my new. That's what I'm gonna do. 2026. I'm gonna get myself a she shed. Guys, we're doing a podcast. I'm gonna get myself a she shed. Yeah, I think maybe I'll just get a shed. I like that idea. I'm just gonna order a shed. That seems like the best. That's the best idea. I'm just gonna order a shed. We can get one of those cute little ones that look like a little Cape Cod house with a little cutout in the top. Yeah, no, I think that there's squirrels living in the cupola. I'm pretty sure they're squirrels in the cupola. I know, heating. Oh man. All right. Well, do you guys have any questions, or will I see you later? Maybe at 3 o'clock for my sale. I put some of the Fenton in the sale. I got some neodymium. I put some good stuff on that sale. My kids don't have school this week, so I was like, yeah, well, let's do it. I know I said I wasn't going to go live until after the new year, but surprise. I know. Isn't it cute? I did that this morning. I was like laying in bed and it was like 5 o'clock and I'm like laying on my side with my laptop and I'm like, like, all right, I guess I'll just make this happen. Thank you. I think my brother is coming to visit, so I'm gonna go over to my mom and dad's. Yes, when you look at lives, it automatically adjusts to your time zone. That is correct. All right, does anyone have any questions before I pop off of here? Thank you. Yeah, everybody, have a wonderful New Year's. And I'm going to see you guys again next Tuesday with a exciting new announcement. Mods and moderators, get ready because you're going to hear about it first. 97 on YouTube. Yeah, if you're over on Facebook and YouTube, remember to come on over here and join us on Knickknacks.net. That's Niknax.net. We would love to have you come on over here and join us on Knickknacks. That's what we talked about today. If you hung around this long, congratulations. But we'd love to have you come on over and join us. We have live selling, multi-day auctions, buy it now listings. My name's Jocelyn, Crazy Lamp Lady. I own Knickknacks.net. And every Tuesday I get on here and I have a staff meeting. But also we chat with our community members as well. And we just hang out and chat and have a good time. So come hang out with us, check it out, join the community, maybe do a little shopping, support some small business. And on that note, I'm going to do a raid and maybe I'll see you at 3 p.m. Eastern because I'm going to be having a sale. And everybody have a wonderful afternoon. Here we go. Let's see who is live. We've got, oh, Ladybug. Oh, Ladybug Cottage. It's been a while since we saw Pura. Let's